course, you saw Epic try to bring their employees back, and Judy's appropriately said, hey, we're missing some of the magic that was Epic because we're not running into each other in the halls, and and Apple made their spaceship, and the reason they made that was to facilitate those kind of things for organizations that are maybe doing this for the first time, or managers that are doing this for the first time. How do you do this well? How do you manage to productivity levels that you want to, maintain the culture you want to, and I don't know, just how do you balance all that and move the organization forward?
Not by yourself. I can tell you that. And you gotta work with your team and make sure that you're on the same page. With expectations around hours, around one-on-one times, and then it's all about developing the relationships. And so I have really radical ideas about leadership, which I'm putting forth together with some other researchers and other leaders in various healthcare, medical device, biotech, and health systems. And it's coming out in a book called Mobile Computing in Medicine: Overcoming People, Culture, and Governance. And we're actually launching it at HIMSS. So maybe that's why I'm promoting HIMSS. I'm very excited about it and for it, right? But my point of view is being Gen X and basically being born with a computer in my hand. To me, I think remote work is the future, especially since I do have a lot of collaborators that are international, and it doesn't make sense all the time to get on a plane, even if the plane is safe. And so, in terms of a first time manager looking for a way to promote teamwork and relationships, the three tools I would suggest are regular one on ones. The other one is a book called Measure What Matters. It's objectives and key results. And so, as long as people care about each other and you have objectives you're working towards, they will deliver for the other people. So, you want to build strong relationships so you can execute on those key results. And then the third thing that I've been lucky to have a lot of mentors in various parts of the ecosystem is to have a chance to be involved with different conferences, to write, to edit this book, to work on technical standards. And I always include colleagues in that work, and so it develops them. It also improves our relationship, helps us learn things together that we would necessarily learn. And so in terms of keeping a remote workforce motivated, engaged, and developing, I think that's what I would suggest.
Well, that's fair.